Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Fisner. Guys, we've got started Xbox One S, which to be true I should continue, but I found two faults with it. One is resolved, the isopropyl alcohol is shorting. It shouldn't short. After drying out there is no more short, so there is some issue on the board. I've allowed it to evaporate, so it's fine. It's still powering on. The problem only is that it's still no on, so I see the HDMI issue and probably decoder issue as well. Yes, so let's break from that. Let's do this heater instead. So guys, what it is here is customer came, actually called, sorry, customer called, and it's a CozyTek digital panel heater model Charlie Zulu, so CZ20000PH, yes, Papa Hotel. You can switch it on. It came with a few screws missing. Oh, you can see the light is going on, and the digital panel is not up. Okay, so we need to check. I was checking in a number of ways. I was holding the power button, nothing, completely nothing. So I was holding it for a number of, like seconds. I was trying to switch off, check if that will start to heat or anything. Next I was pressing the button of on button, then I switch it on, yes, nothing again. So I don't know, I can't find the user manual online, so what we can get is just our general knowledge from electronics. So there's power coming into the heater, you can say, but it's not going into the module which is driving the rest, yes, the electronics. So let's switch it on from the power, from the mains. Let's switch it on again so the capacitors will discharge. Let's put us headphones aside. Let's move this away. And there are a few screws which we need to two screws on the side. That's pretty much it for now, so it's no big deal. Okay, do I have here? That's a flat screwdriver. That even flat should do, because we've got them cut it on one side. So yeah, that's not unscrewing the way I want it. Let's give it a help by lifting gently the metal part. Now it's going. Okay, so we got it. One is out. And now the same thing on the other side. Let's try if we can unscrew it. Okay, the thread is probably damaged here as well. Oh no, here is going off in a regular way. I didn't have to use the leverage, with one hand, so that's okay. So now there will be probably some connector. Oh no, there is no connector, look, that's okay. So you get an electronic module here on this side. So let's get this front side panel away. Okay, and let's get this heater a go. So what we can see here, that's the wrong side, I'd say. So you would need it from this side, more from this side, and then we can check it. Okay, so that will be uncomfortable again for me, and the cable will be too short. So guys, I'll have to have it on this side. But what I will do, I'll explain to you, okay? So first thing first, I need to check where the current is going in and where it's going to the board, because there are two boards. One is like a front side panel, which is just pretty much switches, you can say microsticks and so on. Diodes I see over there as well, and some chip which probably drives the current when has an impulse. And then there is some beeper and some other components here with capacitors, with switches. So then there is a module which literally take the current, and when the impulse is coming in from the board, then it's giving you the signal. So what we can do is we can get the current first in, but because I don't like to, I'd rather see where the current is going. So I'll remove this board. I'll need a smaller screwdriver. Some from my set. Okay, so let's get this one, for instance, and see how this will be. That's good enough. So let's dismount it, because we need to work under the power. We can't work just you know, just on our own, because we need to check several things. Before I'll start to work under the power, I want to check if the switches are receiving, I mean if they are working fine. So if I press power switch, if that's giving me a beep sound in the diode mode. Because if it doesn't give me a beep in the diode mode, then automatically I'll know that the switch's microstick is failing. And if the microstick is failing, how you can get the beep? So I don't see anything here which is burnout, so the visual inspection of the board is okay. Now we've got 4 screws. So again, 1, 2, I feel 2 screws on the other side to get this panel off. There's no other screw, no, okay. So I'll need to flip it. Yes, flip it. Oh, there's more, so it will be 4 screws. Yeah, because that's the other one. So you got 4 screws here. These are the bigger ones. 1. These are more of PH2, I'd say. Phillips 2. Okay. And probably I won't have some component which is failing, but oh well, you can always order it online. Okay, yes, that's good enough. Now this one has to go away just so that we can literally remove that board. There are 4 screws. Let's get these 4 screws. Oh, there is a whole panel which has 4. Okay, that's good. So the whole panel we can take away rather than take only the board. That's nice. I'd rather take the whole panel. 2 are away and 2 more to do. So 1 is here. And the second is here. Last but not least, yeah? Last but not least. Let's see. Then, to be true, we could measure if the current is going straight to the heater, but because the power board, I mean this control board on the side, this didn't give me any signage that it's starting, then it was no point, you know, to do anything else. So here is some other board which takes power is okay, so power is circulating through here. That's okay. Okay, now I get it. So that's fine. We don't need this board. What we need is, it would be better to disconnect from this side, but let's leave it right now. And all I want to do is check if these microsticks are working. Yes, so these microsticks, if are working, the power button is something what what I'm willing to check first, because that should work, that should give us a beep sound. That's what microstick is for. So I'll put it into the diode mode. And again, my digital multimeter is old, and I need to find what's causing the off mode, because it's really annoying. You probably can see this one, not greatly, but you can see this one here. Yeah, you can. That's fine. I'll lift it up for you so you can see it better. So when I'm connecting, it should give me beep. It doesn't give me, which I'm surprised, but that should give me the beep. Oh, now it's going to down to 5. That will do for this job. Is perfect. It's not ideal for certain type of jobs, but okay. So we got a power button here, and okay, so that's the same, and that's not connected. Okay, so let's press it. Okay, good. And on the other side? No, no. Down to 4 even. Okay, good. So we know that that's not for sure, that's not a problem with microsticks. We can open it and we can see the connections on this board as well, which probably won't show us anything worrying, but you never know with those things. It's better to look at it if you've got a chance before making any assumptions. I've never worked with this in my life. It's no harm to look at it. But I never worked with it, so that's a new experience for me as well. Okay, so what we can see here, no, it disappeared. So what we can hear is nothing worrying again. The power should come in. Power should come in. And the power should come in here. Okay, so what we know of is here. Good. Guys, so now what I would like to check would be if when I'm getting the power, when I'm getting the current to this, where I can trace the current from to. So now there are two ways. Yes, I can use either my digital multimeter, or like this. Let us have a plug. I don't have a crimping tool here. I could use the one from my lab power supply. Okay, so I could use the red one. Okay, and that's now connected through this. Okay, so again, I don't know what died. Literally, either I will buy a new meter, or I will open and fix this one, because it was working not long time ago, and that's really annoying. And it's not connecting. It's not properly connecting. Now it's connecting, but it's not ideal. 312. That's not what something I'd want. That's still 13. That's bad. For this job is okay, but it's... Yeah, okay, now it's fine. It's 6. Sorry for this hissing sound, or whatever sound you can call it. But I need to grab now one of those pins. Okay, so I'm using this crocodile or alligator or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you call it in English, to be true. And now we can check which wire it's going to. Okay, so it's coming to here. That's fine. Now this is an off mode. No, that's an on mode. Okay. So it's on and now it's off. Okay, so it's only coming to here. But the circuit is not closed. That's why it doesn't go anywhere apart from that. Why we get this cable here? That's making a mess. Okay, so after switching it, we should get it continued to another place. So if it's coming through here, that's fine, but then, yes, then we should have the second, which should be minus the other one. Like, sorry, there's no plus and minus in the AC, but I call it just minus, cause I can. Okay, and this comes here, that's fine. And then when I press the on, it's going through. So we know that the switch is going through, and that's coming into here. So we see the power comes to those two switches. So now, okay, and it's not going out. That's fine. That's fine. Now if we know that this comes to this switch, and this switch should get an impulse, which doesn't. That's 5, good. That's none. And any difference when I will press it? No difference whatsoever. Okay, same here. So those are not giving you an impulse completely. So these things are, these two black switches, they are not working the way they should, because we don't see the power. But we need to, well, it's too small for me to see, guys, too small. So in that case, we will see here, when we will connect power, that will be blue, which is here, and then here we should see 230 in between this and this. We should see 230 volts. Yes, it's to here. Now this one on the other side is thermal, so this one is working that when the temp is coming, short circuit, this will break. This should work. Okay. I don't see what's written on the board, so I'll have to make a photo of it just to increase, you know, to zoom in, because I literally can't read out of it, and my children have to go sleep, so I'll have to make a wee break. Okay, now I can see it clearly. Come on. So I can show you more closely now, if I won't drop something. So current is coming here to this pin, and then when I move from this, it's coming to here. So in between these two, when I will connect with the mains, it should have 230 volts, yes? And now I will be able to see where this current is going next, or not going next, yes? So that's what I want to check. But the switch side and the microstick side is fine. What doesn't go through is those two switches. So I can close this one up, that's not a problem. Display, so let's screw that back on. Yes. Got it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, you little cheeky monkey. Okay. So let's get at least those two, because I'm wondering why this board doesn't have a power. What's not powering this? And let's now remove everything what's dangerous here for me to touch. So that would be okay. Now this one can go loose, that's fine. This one has only plastic, so that's fine as well. But I'd like to see it this way. So what we can do, we have my grip. I had a nice plastic and rubber grip. Now it's in the other room, so we won't have it here. Okay, well, that's not a problem. That can do for now. I don't have to touch it as long as I can verify the current flow. That's fine. Oh, okay, I did. I could put it back, but that's fine. That's fine, no problem. What I can do, yeah, like here, and I could install it back. But the question is, do I need it? I can grab one screw maybe just to hold it, so that minimum of loose elements will be in my working area. Because the more loose elements you've got, you can make more harm. Yes. So one is not enough again. So again, second one. So when I'm working under the mains, I don't like to just let's say I had bad experiences in my life, so I don't want to have more of those bad experiences. Screw on, go. Now we don't need those things, we just need a regular digital multimeter wires. Let us switch to a CZ20000PH and let us plug in this babe. Okay, no touching, no touching. This is open, so that's fine. So let's. Okay, so we've got a power on at the moment. We get a power on. You can again press the power button. Again, nothing. So that's mean nothing have changed. So the movement doesn't change. So that's okay. So let's get those 230 if it's coming in here for real. And yes, it's coming. But now it's not going. Yes, it's not going. Here is going, that's fine. So this switch is working. Okay, so it's in between this, not in between the other one. So those switches are working. Now I see under the power that they are working. They are transmitting 250 volts. So okay, so that should go to here. But we get no heat in this. So the next thing what we need is checking the continuity on this board. So let us grab here. Now we've got 250, that's okay. 142, what's the component that it's given us? Drop of the current. Is it some sort of resistor that it's 142 volts only, a drop? And then another drop, it's to only 70, 40, 60, 20, it's jumping. So it's you can't say. Okay, yes, it's dropping down to 0. So I need to check what those two components are, because on these two components the current is just literally dropping down to 0. Yeah. 0. Okay, so we've got something abnormal. Depend what these components are. They shouldn't drop to 0. But we know that the power which comes in here, I don't want to touch it, believe me. Been there and done that. Yeah, so the power is coming to the board, and then from the board to these switches, and then out of this switch it comes to, again, the same type of components. So we need to check definitely what those components are, because if we won't know, yes, 230, good, 250. Okay, so my assumption was wrong. When they are on, they are working properly. Both? Okay, both. So these switches are okay. These switches are giving us the current. That's fine. I've got no issues here. Okay, so I'll need to check which these two components are here on the left, because these components are not acting as the other ones. So I've got 250 on one side, 250 on the other side, but when it comes to this, yeah, as well. Okay, so these components, although they looking exactly the same as the other ones, which I can see on my phone clearly, that's why I took the photo. So it's a diode. Okay, so diode can diode should transfer current only in one direction. In the other direction it shouldn't drive. So if I'll switch it off, better way from the socket, power socket, so I can test it in the diode mode. Yes. Do we have current here? No, 0. Okay, it went down to 0. That's fine. So it will test these two diodes, because now we know they are diodes. They should beep in one way and in the other one shouldn't. So yeah, good. 546 in one way. Okay, sorry. It's 546 and it's open line. I mean, no going through to the other side. That's fine. And then it's 540. So this diode is good as well. So yes, those diodes, and it's close. So that's working fine. But it's 68 on this one and nothing on this side, and here is 68 as well. So the value, now the question is, what's the value of those other ones which have such big difference? Because these two diodes on the left, when you look at it on the board, I'll show you here. These two have different values. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Than these two. If these have different values, I'll make a photo with flash, because flash would show the difference, and then I can. Okay. So if the photo is fine, I can share it with you on the screen mode. Yes, exactly. So that's mega 7 mega ohms. But these are the same, so it's the same values. They shouldn't have different readings. So in that case, it's looking like these diodes are gone. I'll try to share with you. Let me share. Use print help. Add to an album. Okay. So share. Copy link. Okay. Let us send it to ourselves on Facebook. Search for myself. Okay, and send it. Okay, I've sent it. So what I can do, I can show you exactly what I meant. I just need to go to my Google, just need to go to my Facebook, just need to go to my messages from myself. Hello. Okay, yes, sorry, that is. Yay, we've got it. Is it there? That's the right way. Okay, so guys, I'll show the desktop. Yay, we've got it. Okay, so I'll make it, hopefully, can I zoom that in? So what I meant was that this diode here and this diode here have different readings from those two. But the thing is that these two diodes have the same M7 written on them, okay? So if this one is M7 on diode 6, D6, and this one is M7 on the diode 6, and they are having none on one side and on second side 68, okay, so the value is 68 in millivolts, and on second is open, exactly, and both have the same value, it's 68 as well. So now the question is why these two would have, if they have M7 as well, why they would have different value, okay? So if they have different value, they shouldn't. They can have different value in the circuit. Let's say if there would be some other connection, but here we just test the diode itself. So we test only in between this and this. So they have to have the same value. If this would be a capacitor, you couldn't measure the capacitor. Yes, you couldn't. But because it's a diode, you can measure it. So the question is why this is dropping. We got one more diode here. I think diode 3. Oh, that doesn't like zooming in. Oh, better, far better. Can we do a bit more? Yeah, we can do plus. But this has a different value, ES1J, yes? So that's another M7. So let's test this one as well. What's the value is? Ooh, that's a huge difference, 1466, and that's looking a bit odd as well when it comes to soldering. You might not see it clearly, but it's a blob here. I wouldn't expect here to have a blob. Ooh, and that's 537, 500, 600, dropping 530. Now goes to 0. And my son is coming, it's time to sleep, I'll have to pause it. Okay, sorry guys, so yeah, I'm back. It's like 17 past 9 p.m. So what it is that, okay, I know where we were. We were about diodes. So again, I know I might repeat myself right now, but there is this thing that if you measure one diode, second and third, and the lowest value will be like not 500 when I went off the camera and saying, oh, that's not a MOSFET, and I won't have 600 or 500 something. So the diode, I don't know about M7 because I could Google it, but I didn't bother. The lowest value which we've seen was 0.68, yes? So that value I would take for granted that that's a good value. And these were these two diodes here, these two, yes? The rest of the values were higher. So that's mean this was higher, and and these were higher. Okay, so that's abnormal. That's for sure requiring replacement. I don't have M7 diodes from top of my head. I would have to go through some old TV stuff and so on. Maybe I could find something. If I'll find something, I will be able to desolder it. If no, I'll have to order these M7. To be true, I don't know how much they are. For sure they are not dear, but I don't have M7 diodes. I might call in some local repair centers. I don't know if there are any, to be true, electronic repair centers which could stock M7 diodes. I know one at Edinburgh. I know one. I don't know if it still exists. It was either Elmro or Leafwalk. But I don't know literally any of the electronic repair centers. I know that the Maplins are closed, so you can't get diodes from them, so I'm only ordering stuff online. So unfortunately this customer will have to wait. And this diode here, it's you might not see it, but it's a bulb here. It's looking like this was desoldered already. Yes, so somebody was doing it. But that's my opinion. You can see as well here is a wee spot of some flux or something. So that would make sense that somebody did try, desolder this diode. But then again, why this person would go for this and wouldn't go for these two? I've got no idea. Yes, because these are looking like genuine. I know it's not vivid. I know that it's, like looking a bit blurry. But from what I was looking at the photo on my phone, it was looking okay. And I don't know if I can disconnect because I might forget how to connect it. But I could show you. Yeah, let's. Why not? Why not? What we got to lose? I'll switch on the scope. Scope and the power. Oh no! First we need to put HDMI. Now we can put the power. Now we need my wooden stuff to have better stable surface. Now we need to get these cables out of the way. That's a faulty hard drive, so that's no. Excuse me. Was putting children down, they were a bit naughty, so I decided to make myself 2 rolls, and so I've done it. And because I've done it, it took me a bit longer as well, but I needed to make sure that they will be sleeping. Okay, so let's switch on not the desktop. Let's switch off the desktop, and let's add capture, window capture, screen capture, video capture. That's the Xbox. Oh, nothing. How does it? USB video. Yeah, that should work now because we've got power, we've got a USB everything. Okay, let us remove this here again. Remove. Good. Let us add more. Screen capture, video capture, good. Let us create USB scope. Create new, not this one, this one. And that's not what we need. There's no video. Let us disconnect. Okay, I see now that the capturing card is not connected. Okay, so this one is off, back on. Let's cancel it and let us. Yeah, now it's nothing good. Yeah, now we get a good. Oh, excuse me. See, to connect it, we need to go through extra hassle. But now I do see the disconnected HDMI, but I don't see the But I don't see the screen. Sorry guys that it's taking me longer than normal, but it should work. We are connected for HDMI and we've got a signal. So let us let us disconnect again. Back to the same USB port. Now it's okay. Yes, now it's okay. Okay, good. So what we will do is I'll put that thingy on the top here. I need to get my scope much higher. Okay, that as much as I can probably. Now it's disconnected from the power, so that's okay. I would like to show you live what I understand. That's a valuable lesson for some. I'll need to hold it. I've got no other choice. I'll have to hold it. Or maybe. Who knows? Okay, we see one blob. It's not the blob we want, but okay, anyways. Here are diodes, yes? So those M7 diodes, they should show you 0 point something millivolts, yes, but not 500, not 1000. If you connect, let's say, my probe, let it stay. When you connect on in the diode mode, one red and one black on one side, yes, on each side, like this. So then I've got one, so that's open line, that's good, yes, so that's a proper measurement. But now it's 549, that's not the value. And again, in another one, yes, open line, very good. And on the other side, 543. Because I've seen them similar at the start, I thought that maybe, you know, that will be the case, yes? So then I've moved to these ones here. These are diodes as well, which are M7. If you can give me a second, I'll try to show you. See, M7 as well. So I was thinking, okay, so we will see what will be the value of those diodes, yes? Because if that will be about the same, so maybe, you know, maybe that's the case. But no, guess what? Sorry, that's open line, that's okay, yes. On this one it's only 67, so that would be accurate. The first reading from on those two was wrong. And now when I will swap red with gray, with black, yes, I should see the opposite. So on the first one will be about 68, 67, something like that. Yes, 68, 67 exactly. But oh, you don't see it. Yes, now you see it, like that. And now when I will go to the second one, I see 67 as well. Okay, so you see, so I would replace those diode nuts. I don't have them, yes. And there was the last diode as well. I found it, but it's looking like somebody was soldering it. 538 on one side, which is so high, you know, like a MOSFET. And on second, it's not even an open line, it's 1466, so 1466, yes. So these diodes are to be swapped. What was the cause of burning them? I've got no idea, but I can say that if current is going in on one side and the diode has impedance, then automatically it's dropping the current, yes. So then again you are at this place and you've got another diode, yes, and then it's dropping as well. So that's why I've seen this drop to 100, from 230 to 150 or 140 volts, and then I had another drop which was 40 or 50 or going to zero. That's why the electronics couldn't switch on. So we need to change these diodes, and I don't have M7 diodes. I will go from my old boards and so on. I will look for some power supplies from some TVs. If I'll find those M7, I won't be ordering them. I will check the diode mode on them as well, and we will desolder them. I will show you whole process. If I won't find it, I will have to order it, yes. So I can put this on the side. I can check. It's peanuts. I'm telling you straight away. We will go to eBay. We will see the price for it, and you will see that it's peanuts. It's literally no big deal. Let's switch off the scope, let's switch on the desktop, and let's go to eBay. And M7 diode. Yes, 149, 10 pack. Many types available, 10 pack. That's M7. 1 ampere, 1000 volts, 4007. M7, that's the one. M7 diode, lot of 10. You see? So it's no big deal. It's but it's a lot of 10. Yeah, so it's 399. What we want is, yeah, we can get 10 pack. That's not a problem. We can replace all of them just to be on the safe side. It's not a lot of soldering or anything, so I see why not. That's it. I'll have to call customer and I'll have to tell them, because that's the case. Yeah. Why I've got you here? Red thingy. I don't know if you can see this red. Okay, now it's okay. Anyways, guys, so I can finish this recording. You've seen the diagnosis, how I run the diagnosis. You've seen that I never work with this heater. Yes, that's the first time I see it. You've seen that the diodes are faulty. I did not go for any further diagnosis. I can look maybe in the spare time, but I don't think there is a, before replacing these diodes. I wouldn't, I wouldn't go for anything else. I would first swap the diodes and then look for anything else. Yes, so I'll see, if I can get it quick. That's why I'd rather want it from local here, that I can do it, let's say tomorrow or maybe today, even if I'll find it. And then then having it, order it and wait for 3-5 days, and then then when it's ready, when it came, then do it. Yes, because that's taking time. So guys, thank you for watching. If you've got any questions to those diagnoses, please let me know. Please remember, if you're working with current, don't just don't try to work with small SMDs, bigger SMDs, surface mounted, yes, ones which work on the low current and low voltage. When you plan to do it on the higher voltage, it's a high risk. You can get electrocuted. I'm doing it for too many years, so I know how to work with these. Sometimes I'm not the best, in health and safety, I can say, but I've got my limits always, and I know that my limits are maybe not on the health and safety spreadsheet, but they are to the level that if something will happen, I know that I'm safe. Like if I'm touching anything which might have a risk, I'm always using this side, yes? So if I'll touch it and there will be current, I'll grab like this, yes? But if I would touch it like this, I could squeeze it and I could not let go. So in the worst case scenario, I know what to do, yes? But you guys, if you don't have such experience, please don't touch anything with 230 volts, because that can be death even in some cases, yes? So sorry that it at the end is such frightening thing, but hopefully you've got some value from it, and thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.